making. So what I mean about negative piece, this piece here is a negative piece. So I've cut this piece here from this piece, and instead of throwing this away, I thought I'd create a card using this piece. So this is one of the cards I've created using the new in colors from Stamping Up, which is coming out in on June the 3rd for customers to buy. So yeah, so I thought I'd play around with some of the new in colors. So, but I'm going to stick with the green and the yellow, which is Bumblebee and Just Jade. So I'm going to stick with those colors, but I'm using the Celebrate Sunflowers, which is also available on the 3rd of June to purchase for customers. So yeah, so we'll get started. So I'm going to use this big flower here, this big sunflower. So, and I'm going to use one of the sentiments. I'm not quite sure yet, but alrighty, we'll get started. I'll pop that over to the side. I'll pop that card. Like I said, we're going to use the negative piece here. I've got a piece of Bumblebee, which is 8 by 5.5, and I've just scored it at 4. So that's my base. And this piece here is 5 and a quarter. I think it's 5 1/4. Yeah, 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. So, and like I said, that piece will go over there. I've got another little scrap piece here. I'm going to show you a little tip about that. I always pop my I work out how I'm going to cut things out and how I'm going to situate my stamp, but I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to show another video of how to do that with certain stamps and stuff, so you can line them up a lot easier. But I'm going to pop a little dot down here, because this little leaf here actually sticks right out, and sort of like that's where my focal point would be. So I'm going to stick with that one. So I've stuck that down here, so when I stamp that, I want that to stamp towards me over here, so towards me. So when I stamp down, I know that that leaf is going to get where I want it. So I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So I probably didn't explain myself, but anyway, I'm just going to stamp the sunflower onto this scrap piece of paper here. And this is just 3.5 by 3.5. It's just a piece that I want to put this sunflower. So what I'm going to do, hopefully I'm in focus. So I'm just going to ink this up. I'm using the So Saffron ink, and I'm just going to ink that up. I'll pop that up there. So I've got my little flower here, and I want that right down to the bottom. So I'm going to make sure that that's going right down to the bottom, and I'm just going to hopefully line it up on there so it's even all the way around. And so now when I pop this piece here on, it should line up just lightly, it should just match up there, and it's probably just a little bit off, but that's okay. Like, it's going to be off the page. So what I'm going to do is, before I stick it down, I'm just going to snip each end of these off. So it saves a lot of hassle. So what I'm going to do is just snip that bit off. I'm just going to snip each corner so it sits on there better. So I've just snipped all those off, and what I'm going to do now is find my little point, which is down here, and I'm just going to line that up, and once I've got it lined up, then I can work out, probably needs a bit more to come off that one. So I'm just going to snip a little bit off there, probably go a little bit more and just double check again. So and it just seems to, that's okay. I think I'm pretty good now. So it's just a matter of lining it up. This is probably the most difficult bit, is trying to get it lined up, and then once you've got it lined up, then we'll stick it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just around the outside of here, because this is where I want to stick it down. So this piece here will stick down to the top. Now I've cut, and made with little bits of glue never works out properly, so I end up with a mountain of it. So yeah, I need to get the fine tip glue, I think. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab this, and then I'm going to sort of line it up, hopefully try to line it up to the best I can, and then once you've got it lined up, then push down. So, and I quite like it because, oh, then I moved it. So but there you go. So now once you get it to, like, you know that it's all even, it doesn't matter about the back because we're not going to see that because we're going to glue that down, but you can just see that it sort of gives it that pretty white edge all the way around. So, but yeah, so that's what you do there. So that's how you use your negative piece. So then before I pop that onto there, I want a bit of twine. So I'm just going to pop a little piece of this. I just want this to go around. I'm not quite sure. I'm sort of haven't really made up my mind of what I want to do yet, but I'm just winging this bit. So, but and I'm just going to pop that around again. So I'm just going to chop that piece off, and I'm just going to, you could do this in however you want to, but what I might do is I'm just going to tie that first and see whether I like that. I just want to tie just a knot in it, so, and I can work out where I want to have that. So I'm going to pop that down onto my card and probably take him over there a bit more. Okay, try to move him over, and okay, we take him over a little bit more. That's the best thing about this, you can work him out where you want him before you stick him down. So, and if you want to, once you've worked out where you want it, you can always, or if you wanted to do, you could do, maybe I might just so you're not so tight, but if you end up with too much, you can always like pull it, and but maybe I might be able to undo that and just give it a bit where I want it now and try to tighten it up a bit more. Actually, well, I'll probably fray the edges now, but that's okay, it's all good. So what I might do is I might just see if I can pull that and pull it a bit tighter, and there you go. Actually, I might go under there. So I'm going to pull that, pop that one under there, and then I'm going to tie. Okay, did not work. And then I'm going to tie that one there. Hopefully I'll tie it into a little knot. There you go. It's got that where I want it, so I'm happy with that one. So I'm just going to snip that little bit off there, So you're not going to see a lot of that anyway. So I just wanted that end and that end there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue that piece. Like I said, this is me winging it. So what I'm going to do is just pop a little bit of glue. Me with a little bit of glue, remember. But I like to make sure it sticks. And I'm just going to stick that onto this piece here and try to line it up so it's even all the way around. And once you've got it to where you want it, then press him down. So you could have used dimensionals and have it sit up if you like. So, but I quite like it stuck down. So because my next piece I want to actually put up on dimensionals. So I'm sorry if you can hear my phone in the background. It's I've got a phone call, but hopefully they'll ring back later, so I'm not going to run out and answer it. So but anyway, that's that piece done, so I don't need that now. Pop him to the side, and I've decided I was going to go the same colour, but I might just go black. So I'm just going to use Memento black ink, and I've got a scrap piece here, so I'm just wondering whether what I'm going to do there, whether I just have, I'm just not quite sure yet. Anyway, we'll pop a piece down. That one there I've got thanks a bunch, and actually I might do that one again, or actually I've got that one out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink that up with the Memento black ink, or Memento Tuxedo black ink, and then I'm going to pop him down onto here. Hopefully I get him straight. So, and I've just got thanks a bunch, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet, so I'm not quite happy with him. He didn't so I'm going to redo that again. There's always two sides to a so if you make a mistake, you can turn him over. So hopefully I'll try to get him straight this time. So I might go down to this end a bit further. So, and there you go. That's a lot better. I'm happy with that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flag the ends of this one. So I'm just cutting in, and I'm just cutting each side. So, and I've just flagged my ends. So if you've never seen that, I'm going to do the same on this side. So I'll just chop that bit off there. So all you do is go into the center, and then you just go from the corner to the center, and then corner to the center again. So, and that gives you your flag. So, but I'm not going to go that one because it's a bit too long. So I'm just going to cut that off, and I might just stick that. I don't know whether to stick him on. Actually, do I like him like that? This is me winging it. I don't normally wing, so but I think I might just pop him up on over top of there. So I'm just gonna see if I can change this a little bit. So swing him under there, see if I can get him to go under there, which I was able to. So, and I might just sit him on top of there. So don't know if I like the, actually I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to cut those off. So I might just go the straight way. So yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some dimensionals. I'm going to pop one on there and one on there, and I might go one in the middle. And I'm just going to grab them. This one's just, and I'm going to use some bling in a minute from the In Colours. So what I'm going to do is going to pop that down. Hopefully I'll get that straight. So where do I go? Okay. I'm not really quite sure how I want to do this, but I just want a bit of that showing. So it's not going to work out for me today. So I might just go down. I don't know. Okay. I'm just going to go there. And hopefully that's straight, which is not. So, or is he? It makes it hard because I'm looking at the other piece, and yeah, he's not. So I'm just going to lift him up and take him down a bit more. And nope, he was right where he was before. Okay. Anyway, there you go. I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to leave that there. And I'll get rid of all this. And then I'm just going to grab my, I had my dimensionals here, and oh, they've run away. I did have them. I had them sitting right there beside me. So, okay. Maybe I lied about the dimensionals. So I had them